All right, so let's say you want to train a large language model right there on your own machine. But then you hit a wall, right? A total maze of complicated setups. Well, today we're looking at something that's a real game changer, a solution that promises to get you from zero to training in like minutes. If you've ever tried to spin up a complex machine learning project, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling, it's just awful. You spend hours, sometimes even days, just wrestling with package versions, libraries that hate each other, and environments that just refuse to work. It's this super common frustration, and yeah, it has a name: dependency hell. And look, this isn't just some small annoyance, it's a huge barrier. Seriously, think about it. For every developer out there with a great app idea, or a researcher who's right on the edge of a breakthrough, heck, even for a hobbyist who just wants to mess around and learn, that whole setup process can be the thing that just stops them cold. But what if there was a way to just skip all of that? Like, what if you could have a perfectly configured, super powerful training environment ready to go with just one single command? Well, that's exactly the solution we're going to dig into right now. Okay, so this is where Unsloth AI comes into the picture. They've dropped this really powerful tool that's designed to solve this exact problem, their official Docker image. And this is where all that nasty complexity just gets replaced with pure, simple ease. And just to be super clear, we're not talking about just a folder with some files in it. No way. This is a completely self-contained, pre-packaged environment. The best way to picture it? It's like a portable workshop. It has every single tool you could possibly need, all perfectly organized and ready to go. You can start building with LLMs without installing a single library on your actual machine. This quote from Unsloth just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures what they're going for. It's not just about making the setup easier, it's about making it completely disappear. Your focus gets to shift from, frustrating config files to actually creating something cool. Okay, so how easy is it really? Does it actually live up to that whole zero setup promise? Let's find out. We're going to walk through the 4 simple steps that'll take you from a totally clean machine to a running LLM training session. Honestly, the process is incredibly straightforward. I mean, that first step, installing Docker and the NVIDIA toolkit, that's a one-time thing. After that, it's just a simple rhythm: run, access, train. That's it. No more manually installing Python libraries, no more wrestling with CUDA drivers inside some virtual environment. It's just 4 clear, direct steps to get you building right away. And this, right here, this one single command is the heart of the whole thing. Let's just quickly break down what's happening. Docker run, well, that starts the container. Dash GPUs all connects it to your powerful NVIDIA hardware. The P8088-8088 part, that connects the Jupyter Lab inside the container to your local machine. And finally, unsloth/unsloth just tells Docker which awesome pre-made environment to grab. It's literally one line that does all the heavy lifting for you. But the benefits of using a Docker image like this go way beyond just a simple start. If you're doing any kind of serious development work, this approach gives you some really crucial advantages. It's about so much more than just convenience. This is really what makes this whole approach so solid. For one, your main computer stays completely clean because all the dependencies are tucked away safely inside the container. It's also secure by default, which is great, and it's incredibly portable. You can run the exact same environment on your laptop, a server, or in the cloud. That means perfect reproducibility. And on top of all that, it's 100% open source, so you get complete transparency. You can see exactly how it all works under the hood. Now, for those of you who need a bit more control, don't worry. Simplicity here does not mean a lack of power. Not at all. The image is actually highly configurable using environment variables, so you can easily customize things like passwords, change the port that Jupyter runs on, or even set up secure SSH access for remote work, which is awesome if you're running this on a more powerful machine somewhere else. Okay, so we've covered the problem, the nightmare of complex setups. We've seen the really elegant solution from Unsloth, and we've gone over exactly how to get it up and running. The final takeaway from all of this? It's beautifully simple. It all boils down to this one simple idea: that massive barrier to entry for high-performance local LLM fine-tuning, it's basically gone, and that is a huge deal. It speeds up the whole iteration cycle for researchers, and it truly empowers smaller teams and solo developers to compete and innovate. All that time you would have spent debugging your environment, now you can spend it on what actually matters: building stuff. And that leaves us with, I think, the most exciting question of all. With all that setup friction just gone, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to experiment with new models, create some one-of-a-kind applications, fine-tune the next generation of AI? The tools are ready. They're waiting for you. The only real question left is, what will you build?